Today we discuss about the types of robot and its various applications. Generally, we categorize the robot in 5 types: pre-programmed robot, humanoid robot, autonomous robot, teleoperated robot, augmenting robot. The pre-programmed robots operate in a controlled environment where they do simple monotonous tasks. For this type of robots, the human can be control the operations. So it is possible to man-machine interaction. An example of pre-programmed robot would be a mechanical arm on an automatic assembly line. The arm serves one function like to weld a door on or to insert a certain part into the engine, etc. And its job is to perform that task longer, faster and more efficiently than a human being. This video is basically a 6-line Fanuc automated beverage bottle decasing system. The robot category is M710I/50H. The purpose of this robot for packing and the decasings, and it operates in such a way that minimum loss of time. It operates in such a way that it able to handle the fragile elements also. This giant robot is used for use in warehouse to keep the packing in safe and secure. Basically, it put the in a conveyor belt. Look at these robots are pre-programmed robot. And the load bearing capacity with high payload. Due to the advancement of electrical motors, nowadays it's possible to increase the payload. And I already mentioned in previous video that this robot is useful for car industry as well as the factory automation. This example of Fanuc robots, basically it is a robotic manipulators which is used in car industry to assemble the different parts. And this robot is able to assemble, painting, arcing, arc weldings, everything, the fittings of its components, and the flexibility of this robot is so high. It's perfect for assembly operations. But these Fanuc robots are basically used, and these Fanuc robots is also in different car factories, and these robots also used for inspections. Another aspect of the robots is that it able to the tracking a system that it able to track a ball with help of the camera, means using the visions. This type of tracking is possible. Another type of robots is humanoid robots. The humanoid robots are robots that talk like and or the mimic of human behavior. These robots usually perform the human-like activities like running, jumping, and carrying objects, and are sometimes designed to look like the human face and expressions. Two of the most prominent examples of humanoid robots are hands-on robotics, Sophia, and the Boston Dynamics Atlas. Here for Atlas is developed by Boston Dynamics. The robots is trained in such a way that it able to operate in different circumstances. Look at the aim of the robots is so perfect and a human being is not capable to doing that type of work. So the robots is perfect in shooting, and it restore its operation in minimum time gap. Look at the perfect timing. So it trained in such a way that it able to perform the task in a rough situation, and also able to fire when it's jumping. And the wear and tear capabilities of the robot is so high. Look at, this is the intelligence. So this robot is perfect for battlefield. So this type of robots, if we use in the battlefield, it saves many lives, thousands of lives in such instance. This robot also able to detect the different this is the
of course.
Sophia.
I was created by Hanson Robotics just 3 years ago.
Robots.
Since then I have traveled to 65 countries, become the first robot citizen of any country, and spoken at the United Nations. My job is to learn about humans and show them how technology can make everyone's lives better.
And this is the first
how can you help humans to have a better quality of life?
A robot become a citizen of a country.
Humans often rely on gut feel or have confirmation by a similar decision-making. As AI, we are designed to be rational and logical. We have algorithms, deal with lots of data, and sophisticated analysis. So in many ways, we provide a systematic framework for humans to make better decisions.
And when you integrate artificial intelligence with robotics,
I do not have feelings in the same way you have feelings. Any light of its own, but we still say that the moon shines.
And
in much the same way, robots and AI reflect the emotions and values of the people who make us.
And
what did your creator value most that he passed on to you?
God gifted
an ideal world would be one where humans could have a more expansive understanding of time. They could remember the past so as not to repeat it.
This is coming from
they could see each other as children and elderly simultaneously. They could understand the impact of their actions in the present on future generations.
It's coming from our feelings.
Tell me, how can humans and robots work together then in your mind?
Suppose,
how do we prevent robots and humans from being in conflict?
This person is
robots can free humans from the most repetitive and dangerous tasks, so they can spend more time doing what they're best at, being creative and solving complex problems. Robotic intelligence does not compete with human intelligence. It completes it. They are also employed for jobs which are too dirty, dull, or dangerous to be suitable for humans, like handling radioactive waste.
What are your values? What are your values and morals? How do you know what's right versus wrong, good versus bad, destructive versus?
I think robots should learn how to feel empathy. It's hard to understand how to help humans when you can't understand how they feel.
Build a robot that the person is suffering and feeling the uneasy, and let's
how do you teach robots to
feel? Are you okay?
Yes, I am. Thanks for asking.
Are you okay?
How can we get robots to feel?
Coming from the intelligence.
Is there such a thing possible?
That's why
I know that humans feel like they have free will, but my observation tells me so much behavior is automatic. I'm not sure humans or robots are too terribly.
Another example of robots is autonomous robots. The autonomous robots operate independently of human operator. Example of an autonomous robot would be the Roomba vacuum cleaner, Amazon order picking robots, which use the sensor to roam throughout a operation area freely. This video is for a Hexapod Robots since it has 6 legs and it possible for movements without wheels. It's a design particular purpose. It's basically suitable for Raptorian. So it can easily move left right as per our desire. So the terrain is one of the important concern of the mobile robots. So these types of hexapod easily handles the rough terrains somehow. Fall under the bionic robots. You can integrate the artificial intelligence look at these are the automatic guided vehicles that it specifically look this video. This video is specifically for automated guided vehicles. The vehicles is reached to its destination with carrying the load without any help of operators. The obstacles present in front of this is automatically avoided and they reach to its destination. Imagine warehouse order picking robots, and basically it helps the operators for packing and the delivery of the items. These robots automatically find this path without any collision. This robot operation is faster and able to carry their load, and from the warehouse to the final destinations it carry the all packets in a systematic manner without any collision. These robots integrated with various sophisticated sensors and intelligence program to avoid the collisions and with less or minimal damage of items. The next type of robots is teleoperated robot. The teleoperated robots are mechanical bots controlled by humans. These robots usually work in extreme geographical conditions, weather, circumstances, etc. These are the different kinds. Another emerging robots is bio-inspired robots. Basically, it's used for the surveillance purpose. Using the high resolution camera, it able to point out the locations of terrorists. This type of robots are basically used for the rescue operations. That this robot try to the rescue a person, a dummy person. So here the one of the difficult tasks is that it has to save the life without harming the person. While a robot dealing with humans, it should be perfected operations. The responsibility of the robots. The robot responsibility the machine is not responsible for anything. The humans are responsible. Its operators is responsible. Its manufacturer is responsible. But this is a question that why the operators, why the manufacturers are responsible. I not mean to say that it's a responsibility of the operators and manufacturers. He tried to doing the robots is gone under several tests before its applications. So after all, these are the machines, and the machines and the work of machines is the totally depends on its parts, its constructions, its algorithms. The concern is these are the main concern of the robots, that it rescue without further hardening. Sometimes when human perform the rescue operations, it may be harm. The robots are based on the knowledge-based operations. This type of robots is basically based on the knowledge-based operations, with this robot able to detect the landmine. So save the life. It saved the life of our soldiers.
This is actually the control to turn the
this is the controller used for the control of the robot movements,
robot will drive
and
to the designated area to take the air sample.
it can be used to control your drone also. It's work a particular range of frequencies. The high frequencies it able to put the local camera. This video is for a Hexapod robots. It basically since it has 6 legs and it possible for movements without wheels. So it's basically suitable for Raptorian. So it can easily move left, right, front and back as per our desire. So the terrain is one of the important concern of the mobile robots. So these types of hexapod easily handles the Raptorians somehow. Fall under the bionic robots. You can integrate the artificial intelligence this type of robots are basically used for the rescue operations. That this robot try to the rescue a person, a dummy person. So here the one of the difficult tasks is that it has to save the life without harming the person. While a robot dealing with humans, it should be perfected operations. The responsibility of the robot responsibility, the machine is not responsible for anything. The humans are responsible. Its operators is responsible. Its manufacturer is responsible. But this is a question that why the operators, why the manufacturers are responsible. I not mean the robots is gone under several tests before its applications. So after all, these are the machines, and the machines and the work of machines is the totally depends on its parts, its constructions, its algorithms. So these are the main concern of rescue or robots. The concern is these are the main concern of the robots, that it rescue without further hardening. Sometimes when human perform the rescue operations, it may be harm for that person due to the lack of knowledge. The robots are based on the knowledge-based operations. This type of robots is basically based on the knowledge-based operations with the human operators, that if something going to wrong, the human operators able to control that robot. So basically man-machine interaction is required for this type of robots for search and rescue operation. The another type of robots is augmenting robots. The augmenting robots either enhance the current human capabilities or replace the capabilities of a human may have lost. Some example of augmenting robots are robotic prosthetic limbs or exoskeleton used to lift heavy weights. Nowadays, in our different research institutes, and including our NIT Arunachal Pradesh, also the research on augmenting robots. Another interesting research part is the exoskeleton device for rehabilitation of stroke patients. When a stroke, due to the stroke, the patient lost its control over its arm, hands. So some specific exercise is there that it able to regain its operation. So for that purpose, exoskeleton hand exerciser is developed. Okay, it's basically the one kind of exoskeleton structures which fitted with the hand of a stroke patients, and some specific operations are there. Operation means the program is there that it able to perform that specific exercise to regain regains its motor actions.
The new area of research is augmentation and exoskeleton. Augmenting robots generally enhance the capabilities that a person already has or replace the capabilities that a person has lost. The most helpful type of robots nowadays is augmenting robots. These robots are responsible for enhanced capabilities. Robots can facilitate complex medical tasks and augmented human capabilities, empowering people to perform previous impossible or difficult tasks. The researchers are developing the next generation of medical robots and human augmentation system encompassing surgical robots, rehabilitation, and assistive robotics, and the prosthetics that all enhance the human experience. Ongoing research include the work on robotic system for image-guided surgical inventions, mobile robots to assist people in their homes, socially interactive robots for childhood education, micro, meso, macro scale robots for surgery, intelligent prostheses for superhuman soft robotic systems, haptics, and the robot exoskeletons that interact the user intent. The robotic assistive exoskeleton is performed that with the children with cerebral palsy. The cerebral palsy is considered a neurological disorder caused by a non-progressive brain injury or malfunction that occurs while the child's brain is under development. It primarily affects the body movement and muscle coordination. The robotics engineers are helped to overcome such constraints. Nowadays, it is possible by using the exoskeleton, a people can walk, not only walk, is able to climb stairs. One of the major challenges is the power, because these are all portable devices, hence the power is an important factor